So here's the story. Um, it's my last day on board on this ship. I have been on board for the last 5 months. Uh, it's my wife's birthday on 29th of July, and my wife doesn't know I'm coming home. So it's 27th of July today, and I'll be disembarking today after 5 months on board. By luck, I am arriving just before my wife's birthday, so I requested for a sign off, and I'm signing off, going home. My wife has no clue I'm coming home, and I'll be reaching home on 28th evening, and it's going to be a surprise. I want you guys to be with me on this journey. So this was my abode for the last 5 months, all packed up, and it's time for my last duty before I disembark. I'm heading up to the bridge, going up, and here it is. So finally it's time to disembark. I'll take down the elevator to go to the main deck. The ship was my home for the last 5 months. So many memories created, worked, laughed, stayed strong. And here it is. It's time to go down the gangway to the boat that will take us to the pier. Need to maintain 3 points contact climbing down the gangway, so I'll not be able to record it. So here's the boat that's going to take me to the pier. Now, after getting down on the boat, it's time to say goodbye to this humongous piece of beauty. You realize how big a ship is when you are on the outside. After an hour boat ride, reached Singapore Marine South Pier. From here, we'll clear immigration, go to have some breakfast. In breakfast, I had this and some of this. After that, I had some time to kill, so I went for a quick stroll, looked around, met few people, and then we headed up to the airport. We reached Singapore airport, checked in my baggage, cleared immigration again. I always find something interesting whenever I come to this airport. This time I found this huge, ugly looking flower and a lots of girls dancing around them with their phones. What a view. So, next up, a few days back, I was talking to my wife over the phone, and she said she wants some lipstick, and on interrogating what kind of lipstick she wants, and she does not be suspicious that I want to buy her that. So I asked her what kind of it is, and she explained that it should be smudge free and it should be matte and it should have a special color. The name of the color is fuchsia. It's quite difficult to pronounce. So I looked around a lot of stores inside the duty free, and hats off to the ladies who buy makeup. It's really difficult to buy a makeup, just a piece of shit like a lipstick. Oh my god, it takes some time. Well, after a lot of trials, after a lot of understanding what it is, this guy was selling me a glossy where I wanted a matte. He was trying to rip me off, but this guy talked funny. Really, I don't know. He was some kind of sweet guy. Anyways, so after this, we had some lunch in the lounge, and then I went out to play with some fish. I am Bengali, I love fish. Yeah, so I went out to play with some fish, and then I had another quick stroll around the Singapore because I had some time to kill. So this right here is a butterfly garden. It's quite beautiful. There are thousands of butterflies inside it. And then after that, we went inside the aircraft. I was flying Singapore Airlines, so we went to our seat. I had this, and then after some time, after a 6 hours flight, reached New Delhi. Always feels good to come back to our home country. So I reached T3, and now it's T1. I had my domestic transfer. I boarded the flight, and flight took off, heading to Durgapur. Thinking about how's my wife going to react. Is she going to be surprised and happy, or is she going to be surprised and angry? Whoa. Lots of thoughts, lots of thinking, and finally I reached Durgapur. So we landed Durgapur, And with lots of happiness and lots of excitement, I went up to the baggage. I claimed my baggage and I went out to the exit. And there it is, my sister and my beautiful niece waiting for me to receive. And then after a 1.5 hours drive, I finally reached home. Time, the final moment. And I'm waiting for the moment. I'm quite excited myself. And here she comes. Here she comes. The moment. The moment. Happy birthday, precious. Precious.